friend. Her name was Slewfoot Sue. And Pecos fell in love with this gal right away. Well, we ain't there yet, but we'll get there. Now, Pecos courted this gal for a while and finally asked him to marry her. And Slewfoot Sue had two conditions about the wedding. She said, I want a bustle. Now, you're going to have to look up what a bustle is because, well, we're in a library and they can show you what a bustle is. I bet that's in clothing books that we have here from olden times. You can see what a bustle is. And it's worn back here like a cage kind of. And if you fall on it, it'll bounce. Now, the other condition was she wanted to ride Widowmaker. Oh, but Widowmaker didn't want to be ridden by anybody but Pecos. So they had to hold Widowmaker down, and Slewfoot Sue got on his back. And then when they let Widowmaker go, he started to buck. And he started to bronc. And he bucked and bronked so much that Slewfoot Sue started to bounce. And she bounced higher and higher and higher and higher until she finally came to rest on the moon. Pecos was so broken-hearted, he let out this mournful cry, and all the coyotes heard Bill crying. And they started to cry along with him. They started to howl. And they howled and howled every time Pecos saw the full moon. And that's why to this very day that coyotes howl at the moon that way. And that's the story of Pecos Bill. Well, where do you think we should go next? You want to go over the Appalachian Mountains?
I think we should go there.
Okay, we're going to go over the Appalachian Mountains now where we got a little bit more Irish influence in our dancing. Because in the Appalachian Mountains, actually Appalachian Mountains, if you're over there, that's how the way they pronounce it. In the Appalachians, they do a form of dance called clogging. And they do some fancy footwork with their feet. And we got that from the Irish, like groups like River Dance. That's called Irish step dance. But we also had influences from African Americans that were here. And in Africa at the time, they danced with their whole body. Well, we combined the two styles. We put this with this, and we came up with what's called buck and wing clogging. That's how we got our clog style. Now, clogging, by the way, doesn't have anything to do with the shoes that you're wearing on your feet. The Irish didn't wear clogs. It was something in their language, because this dance always went around in a circle going to the left or going clockwise. And that thing up there is a clog to an Irishman. It's 2:30 it is. So it always started clockwise, so they called it clogging, whether they were doing the footwork or not. Because outside, they didn't do this. They raised a cloud of dust. But indoors, they'd be on floors and they'd tap their feet along with the rest of their dancing. Well, Julie and I aren't really enough to make a big circle here, so we're going to do a little freestyle clogging for you to a tune that's called Rocky Top, Tennessee. on in California? Well, we got a lot of natives here today. Well, you know what? There's a lot of people in California now. That's because everybody moves out here because of the weather. But that's not the way it used to be. People came out here, a little over 150 years ago because of something actually they're doing in Greece this year. What are they doing in Greece? The Olympics. They're going for the gold, aren't they? Well, that's what people in California were doing all the way back in 1849. They were going for the gold. Because in 1848, John Sutter discovered gold at Sutter's Mill. And everybody back east heard about it. And between 1848 and 1853, the population of California exploded by over 10,000%. But most of the people that came out here were men. Do you know, ladies, if you were in San Francisco in 1853, you would have been outnumbered 100 to 1. Pretty good odds, huh, ladies? You not only had your pick of the men, you had your pick of the rich ones, the ones that had found the gold. Because the women were actually rarer than the gold. So we made up songs about them. Now I'm going to sing you a song, but I want everybody here to join in because I bet almost everybody here knows the chorus to this song. You guys all know the chorus to a tune called Clementine? Yeah. Well, it goes something like this. Listen to it once, and I want everybody to sing along with it during the song. It goes like this. Join me if you know it. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, you were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing the verses, and I want everybody out there to join me on the choruses. But I do want you to listen to the words in the verses because this is a terribly, terribly sad song. Doesn't this start in a canyon? In a cavern. In a cavern in a canyon. All right. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, lived a miner, 49er, and his daughter, Clementine. Everybody, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. So far, this song is about a miner and his daughter. Like she was just like a fairy, but her shoes were number 9. Herring boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Well, now we know a little bit of personal information about Clementine. She wore number 9 shoes. Now that wasn't a 9 in a woman's, that was a 9 in a men's. And let me tell you something about shoe sizes between 1853 and now. They've changed a little bit. A 9 then is somewhere between a 13 and a 14 now. She had boats for feet. Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9. Stubbed her toe against a splinter and she fell into the brine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Well, now we know something else about Clementine. She had a heart of gold. She used to go down to the pond every morning to feed the ducks. That was so nice of her. But of course, with those big clumsy feet of hers, tripped over a log and fell into the brine with the ducks. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles sweet and fine. But alas, she was no swimmer, so we lost our Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Yeah, poor Clementine ended up drowning with the ducks. Oh. Then the miner, 49er, soon began to peak and pine. Thought he oughter join his daughter, so he joined his Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Yeah. You'd think at this point in the song that it would be over because all of the main characters are deceased. But nope, they wrote one more verse. On a hillside by a churchyard where the flowers grow entwined, grow the rosies, monks the posies, fertilized by Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You were lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Very good, everybody. Isn't that the saddest song you've ever heard? You come out to California to find your fortune, you end up being fertilizer for rosies and posies. That's terrible. You want to go to Louisiana? Okay, we're going to go to Louisiana for our next dance. We got anybody here from Louisiana, by the way? Anybody at all? No? We got anybody from Texas? You born in Texas, sir? Where in Texas? Dallas, Texas. I've been to Dallas. Big city. In fact, Dallas, Texas, and Fort Worth have the biggest airport in the entire world. In fact, the airport